Hello and welcome to Extreme Gameplays, where I play games stylishly. Coming in a bit out of nowhere with a stream, I know. But you'll be alright, white boy. You'll be alright, white boy. You'll be alright. I know I've started this stream unannounced. Just a total random. And it's gonna be a main, serious stream. After the short break I took from the no block runs, I'm now back with the next game, which is God of War Ascension no block run plus. No upgrade run plus. The rules are in the description. I cannot block, I cannot upgrade, I cannot extend my health or magic meter. And yeah, there is one more limitation that I have put for myself. It's just a personal thing, like I will break that limitation at times. At times when I'm really desperate to win, I will break that limitation. But that said, that limitation being, I cannot use the shield nuking, where you just shield, and then nuke the whole map with one plume. 5 elements are appearing on the screen. That one I'm gonna be limiting myself from, unless it's a very difficult fight, okay? Because it takes away all the fun of the game. It's like the rocket launcher in Devil May Cry 3. Or if you choose to double trigger explosion in every fight in Devil May Cry 3, since that is the only fuck this fight button in Devil May Cry 3. There are many such cases that really break a game's enemy design and you learn nothing. So what I'm gonna be using instead is gonna be the club. As Big V would call it, the club love, God of War Oko again, man. It is beautiful. Nah, you're alright. So God of War Ascension. So beyond very hard, which is the Titan difficulty. And by the way, I was looking at this earlier. This game has missions. Imagine the S rank for this game. Right. Speaking of S rank, which we did for God of War 3, and then speaking of God of War 3, I did something very weird and fun the other day. And I've been addicted to it ever since. Shocking, I know. God of War 3 gameplay for me. So I go to the combat arena, and what I do is every encounter in the main campaign that involves a grunt, say like the first encounter that involves a grunt is a centaur and a couple of undeads, right? So I set these enemies in the combat arena, but then I randomly set a normal grunt. And if it lands on the satyr or sirens or wraiths or gorgons, I add 2 of these guys, not just one. But like the idea is, main campaign encounters of God of War 3 that have grunts, right? I set the enemies in the combat arena, but then I also set a random grunt along with them. And then when I enter the combat arena, I have a randomizer on my phone that gives me a random text whenever I hit a button. Every time I do the encounter, it has to be either no grabs or no block or no evade. One of the 3 for each encounter. And it's just so fun. Like today I learned that using the Cerberus, riding the Cerberus, you can actually kill the guys with the shields. But that's enough about God of War 3. Let's talk God of War Ascension. Don't let her shame you like that, Kratos. Hello, Zestus. Hello, Kiss. A stream out of nowhere. Very zesty of young man. Very zesty of you. God of War Ascension is gonna need some heavy derusting. Oh god, this shitty inertia of God of War Ascension. For you who don't know, in Ascension, you don't carry your inertia. Like, say I jump this way and I want to keep on attacking this way. Look at what happens. Kratos glides back. It's like the game was made by dumbasses. Like, you can literally glide wherever you want, but that's besides the point. Ascension's gonna need some... Buddy once told me the world is gonna... Ascension no block is crazy challenge. You're the best, Zesty. One thing that is bugging me about tackling this is that it's the no block run that I'm doing. I have been planning a no grab run plus for a while for God of War Ascension. And now because of this, it's gonna have to get even more and more delayed. So we're gonna have to fiend for iframes since we don't have blocks. We don't have tricking. And we are not mobile like God of War 3 Kratos. In here, Kratos is... He's honestly fast. He has the universal dodge that Dante loves so much. These are gonna happen a lot. Accidental these is gonna happen a lot. But yeah, honestly, I missed Ascension. You know, this is a game that I like. It is heavily flawed. Don't get the wrong idea. But I like it for how different it is. Like, it is way... I played this game way too different than how I play other God of War games. But admittedly, a lot of flaws. Like, a lot. But let's go. It's no time to talk about flaws. Enough with Peak of Peak 3. Now it's God of War as mid time. This is God of War Ascension time. This game has the best OST of the series for real. Chill out. No. Best OST? Nah. Hi Zesty. Hello Orman. Wish they poured these to PS5 with 60 frames. Screw Ascension, man. Just give us God of War 1 and 2. Like, I have them. Honestly, I have them forever. Ever. I have them on my PS3, and I'll keep buying PS3s. I don't care. I have the saves on my computer. I have ISOs and ROMs downloaded for God of War 1 and 2 that ones that run on the emulator for PS2 on laptop, on PC basically. But I don't play them on PC since my laptop was that. But I have them in case one day they're off the internet. I'm good. I'll forever have them, but we need them on current gen consoles. Boom. Bam. Boom. I missed God of War Ascension systems, yo. So this is gonna be fun, honestly. Without the shield, wow. Without the shield, of course, it's gonna be fun. The shield nuking thing, which I will demonstrate, just breaks every substance that the game has. Ow. Not being you know, able to block really is limiting if you haven't known. Like, it's a great thing God of War 1 and 2 have tricking. God of War 3 doesn't need tricking. It's way too, you know, agile of a game. It's not like God of War 1 or 2. You have a lot of movements, basically. An air dash, you have free gliding from the start, you have rolling options with all the weapons. It's very Kratos generally moves a lot in God of War 3, okay? Like, you attack with the Nemean Cestus and the man has traveled 15 feet. A bunch of this and a bunch of that and a boom. And by the way, expect some bitching regarding Ascension, as I always do in every stream for Ascension, because I recognize the potential and what could have been. This game has a lot of flaws, and most of them, right? So like 90% of them are basically in regards to values and numbers and stuff like that. There are issues with like stuff not happening, mechanics not working, but even that is to an extent excusable if the game had good value numbers and all that. Like collisions dealt some reasonable damage, for example. Or if the health for some stuff wasn't so fucking high. Like, I'm petrifying an enemy. My reward is that I am able to smash him easily. That's how it was in God of War 1. That's how it was in God of War 2. That's how it was in God of War 3. You know what is better than Ascension? God of War 2. Somebody give Sherlock somebody bring Sherlock some tea. He's been sitting here for a while. God of War 2 is the best, understandable, but please don't talk to me about God of War 2.
You will see how we treat Oathbreakers here.
That's the one game, and this girl is talking Oathbreaker like I've broken some Discord server rules or something. Talk about anything for me but God of War 2, honestly. You know, lately I've been saying 2 and 3 as well, because literally if you mentioned one of these two games I would have assaulted you. I've been way too burnt out from both these games. Especially 3, because like 3, I never get burnt out of 3. But I literally milked the hell out of that game. Like in the recent months where everything was God of War 3, right? Like the Nemesis Swift run, the Claws of Hades run, everyone was God of War 3. Did you notice that? Every stream was God of War 3. Chill streams were usually God of War 3. And then the cream of the crop, the S rank run, that was the best thing ever in God of War 3 for me.
How you fare against
I milked the game entirely. But now I'm kind of back to it thanks to the combat arena thing that I talked about and some normal runs here and there. It's all good, it's all good. But 2? Do not mention 2. The no block run which you're seeing right now, for 2, it felt like hell. Like, you have no idea. Okay, I'm kind of wondering how am I going to beat this guy without blocking. Let's actually talk some Ascension. Let's talk some sense into Ascension, you know? Ascension is a good man. Okay, please be done and tell me this loop is done. Okay, a jump does evade that. Hey, I thought we'd be stuck in this first phase of this fight. This is a very, very nice fight in Ascension. It's a very nice tutorial boss. It's a very nice boss overall. I love these bosses that teach the player stuff, and this guy teaches the player some pretty well-known stuff. Boom! Fart reverb sound effect. Have you ever tried playing Hades? Yeah, but not a lot. I don't know why, I just didn't feel like playing it a lot. And honestly, I haven't streamed in a while. I've been up to a lot of things lately. Like, I'm sure you saw that DMC3 combat guide, and I hope you liked it. The DMC3 combat guide took a lot, since it is generally like, at times, it's a game that is hard to demonstrate stuff for. Like especially that Enigma showcase, you know, the enemy, or Soul Eaters. Some enemies were a trip to get footage for. But I managed to make it look way too well made. I initially thought it would be all over the place, but honestly looking at it right now with the table of contents, it came out a good combat guide. I'm proud of it. I tried my hardest to explain the fun zone of the MC3, which it's very hit or miss. Some people like it, some people don't. Like, I would sort of understand it because I'm one of the crowd. Like, I don't dislike it particularly, but there like, I prefer DMC 1 over 3, and this is one of the reasons. I'd like to have all my tools with me while playing. So lately I've been having this, I don't know, this sort of perspective on people that don't like DMC3. Which is rare, even that is rare. It's not a lot of people that have this opinion, but some people do dislike it because they just don't like the whole thing with make your own build. Each encounter or mission has a specific build that works the best for it. But you can't just generally dislike the MC3. There's a lot of options in it where it doesn't feel too limiting. It's just that it feels too limiting at times in some encounters. Some game sounds good, looks good, it isn't that good when you play it. Well, I mean, at the end of the day, sounding good and looking good is it's an important part for me, but there is, like, gameplay and game design are, I can't preface how more important these are. Like, no shot. Music and visuals are very important to me, but not more important than gameplay and game design. Kingdom Hearts 2 is one of my favorite games lately. It's a very nice action game. I haven't had time to return to my very hard run, but it's a very fun game. The game design is top notch. For an RPG, I didn't even feel like I was playing an RPG. The combat is amazing. And how are these guys? Anyways, we can attack them from here. Everything in that game when it comes to combat and game design is perfect. But then there is the visuals and music, and it's just a turn off. It is a turn off for people. Dante, for instance, doesn't like it. Just because of the looks. And it's totally understandable, trust me. Like, surely to an extent you gotta drag, you know, bring the player in with something appealing. Like God of War in general does that with spectacle, with brutality, with awesome music, with awesome art style. Like, it draws in even people who are not really that ready for the combat. But it knows how to draw you in. It's not just the game design that's good, or the combat. Even though the game design lately, I've been critiquing it a lot. I've been critiquing God of War's game design a lot. A lot of God of War's. It's just so much missed potential. To not have a mission select, to not have a ranking system. Yes, I'm nowadays taking ranking systems a little more into consideration. I used to not, but now I do. The lack of a ranking system, a mission select, a cutscene skip. Some shit is just too insane. A lack of a convenient built-in New Game Plus for God of War 3. You know how insane that is? Like, sure, there's a workaround for everything that I just said. Like, for me, and even for people, honestly, the S-Rank run, I've gotten some good feedback on it. When it comes to ranking, I guess I made a very good ranking system for the game. But still, like, imagine a built-in ranking system that counts red orbs that you collect, that counts everything. Like, it cannot... My S-Rank cannot replace an S-Rank that the devs could have made. But that's besides the point. Cutscene skipping is not a thing. There's a workaround with manual saves and shit, but man, there's still some cutscenes I want to skip. Like the prologue cutscene, I still can never skip it. 3 minutes every time I want to start God of War 3. Every time I want to, like, say I failed the first mission and I want to restart, I gotta sit through that cutscene again. Then do an encounter and it's another cutscene, right? What the hell is this? Then the game does get into a better flow when you get to fight the Leviathan and all that, but man, I just want to skip cutscenes. Like, that would have boosted the replayability by a billion. Not that it's limiting the replayability, trust me. Sometimes these stuff have a side effect. These imperfections have a side effect that are just great. Like, if God of War 3 cutscenes were skippable, for example, you wouldn't be getting a lot of the amazing strats for, you know, that the glitchers made, like Fiddlestick or Acheon or Sadvara, the glitches they found for God of War 3. Most of the glitches were built around, how can we skip this cutscene? Which is nice. Like, see, there's a side effect there that is beneficial towards the game in the long run. Or like, it kind of gives me time to talk to you guys on streams when there's a cutscene. Or like, in a speedrun, it's a nice little break that you take. So, see, there can be some stuff to it, but nah. I just want to skip it, man. I just want to get to the game part. By the way, I spoke of some glitches. Fiddlestick and... it's mainly a Fiddlestick project. But he made a very nice project. I don't know if you guys have seen it. The history of God of War 3 glitching. Fiddlestick wrote the script, Acheon is reading the script, and it is a perfect thing. It kind of took me back to the days when I was watching that Sadvara documentary by the Rixer. And like, from there, Big V told me Fiddlestick have made a much better documentary on the thing, and I did watch it. And it's again voiced by Acheon. I don't think it was Fiddlestick that made that original Sadvara documentary though. Though it wasn't a documentary about Sadvara, it was mostly God of War 1 speedrunning. But yeah, it's kind of took me back, and it is generally a very, very well made video. I really recommend you guys go ahead and watch it. Everything in it is so great. The human nature, the spectacle, the storytelling, the discoveries, the you know, the dread. It's a video that is designed so well. It's a cinematic video, but it's also way too fucking good. It taught me a lot of stuff. Oh hell no, not the psychological arrest shit again. But like, you get the point. In the Oko, I needed these breaks. Or you know, where I would voice act, you know, lip sync that cutscene of Hercules, or a lot of cutscenes in God of War 3. That wouldn't be a thing if cutscenes were just skippable. Another Zesty stream, another rant about replayability. You weren't here when I was talking about this. You may have noticed how I've been a bit more critical about God of War as a whole in recent memory. Like, I'm taking the lack of a ranking system into consideration. I'm taking the cutscene skipping not being a thing into a bigger consideration. Even things that have workarounds. New Game Plus in God of War 3 has a workaround. Cutscene skipping has a pseudo workaround with the manual saves. But still, like, these things, one dick and a shell made Archimedes. Exactly. But anyways, go ahead and watch that Fiddlestick video. I shared it. It's a very, very fun video. It's especially amazing for me, you know? Like, God of War 3 is my favorite thing. And like, to learn things about it. There's a thing that I knew about Hercules. This was the highlight of the video. I still believe this was the highlight. Because it's very educational. Fiddlestick dives deep into the thought process behind a glitcher. What does a glitcher do? He doesn't just find glitches. He like applies certain ideologies. He applies certain trains of thought to every game. That's how they glitch. That's how they... And he explains it so well. It's like everybody does. Like, Sedvara in that video explains some stuff that is very good. Fiddlestick explains some stuff that is very good. Like, all of them. They literally, like, brought the Avengers. It is a phenomenal video that I really recommend. And beyond that, it's about God of War 3. Like, come on! Of course I'm gonna watch God of War 3. Okay, I'm doing surprisingly well against this guy. These are all very awesome fights in the prologue of Ascension. God of War 3 is my favorite. What a weird thing to listen to this channel. We're gonna keep on listening to it. I am unhealthily passionate about God of War 3. And there's nothing changing that. Do they drop if I run this side? Yeah. I do that sprint there to... So like right now I'd be building up my attack if it was any other God of War. But this is God of War Ascension and you can't do that. You gotta hit him with stuff that matters more. I'd be building up this attack if this was. See, like right here I'd be building it and then like, you know, drop it on him like this. Like this is what I've learned and knew about God of War since childhood. Ascension just comes in and takes that away. And I frankly like that. It's different. Like I can't charge my attack here now. That's something that is different about Ascension. The rage meter really just changes a lot. Alright, boy. Anyways, make sure to go ahead and watch that Fiddlestick video. I'm gonna keep on glazing it until you go ahead and watch it. Where was I? Hercules. There was a discovery they made for Hercules. You could basically enter developer mode for God of War 3. It was very weird. Like they broke that fight completely. They could press buttons with literally moving Kratos. Like you can move them just like you're moving Kratos right now. You move Kratos to certain tiles that you can go to. And you can you can press buttons while you're running with Kratos that transition a phase, or you know, trigger. They signal a phase of Hercules, for example. It was weird. That was definitely the highlight of the video. It's either that or when they discovered how to break the chain of balance and still make it to Zeus. Because initially that strat wasn't that accessible in God of War 3 on PS3. A lot of highlight moments in that video. Just dives into the history of God of War 3. I love stuff like this, about games in general. When somebody just dives into a game's history, speedrunning history, challenge running history. I once thought about something regarding the Clone War, how the Clone War got bested in challenge runs and all that. I forget what turned me off from making that video. I believe it was Big V saying not a lot is documented. Like he said, the first one to ever do it with recording, I believe, was Taz 1, not Taz. It's a project worth glazing. Oh yes. Once I wanted to make a documentary type video about something, but I didn't. It was about the Clone War, but I never made it. My favorite, most inconsistent YouTuber, Sakina, thank you. Ascension is like that weird kid of yours, no matter how bad or stupid he is, you still love him. I don't know about kids. I've been learning something about having kids though. I have two cockatiels, right? I have two cocks. I have two cockatiels, and every time they eat, literally just normal eating, my heart feels peaceful. And they're literally like kids. You raise them and they're eternally kids, except with much more of a personality. I love them very much. They're very cute. Cockatiels are very cute. Cocks are very cute. And so today I kind of connected the dots with this phenomenon that is literally the same. This is why your parent, you know, gets mad at you when you don't eat as a kid. Generally, as a parent, you want your kids to eat. And that's the same feeling I have towards my cockatiels. Like when they eat, I'm good. Thank God you're not sick. There's nothing wrong with your health. There's nothing wrong with your system. You're eating naturally. You're drinking water. Let's go, fool! 360 toss. Boom. So far, the no block run experience is seeming smooth. Got some mom DNA in you. It's not just the mother, you idiot. Even a father likes that. I am their mom, actually, yeah. Let's stop with the denial. Make them eat, and then in future when they grow up, you will eat them. Exactly. That's the plan all along. It's very mother of you, Zesty. Papa Zesty.
I have little patience left.
Feeding the what? What did I say? That sounded weird. Two what? Two Now I remember. I said two cocks. You hate roosters. You hate cocks. I love cock. He catches him right there. We spoke of game design at the start of the stream because of course we did. And regarding game design, I've been getting into the pinnacle of game design lately. That being shmups. Shmups are, you know, the things where basically in a concept wise, you have a battleship. I'm sure you played it on your phone. This is the best demonstration. Here's your battleship at the downside of the screen. You control it around. You take it around and all that. Bullets come down for you in a patternized way. You gotta dodge them and keep on shooting. It's a whole world. You all know of it, but some of you may just not know that it's called shmups, which is short for shoot 'em ups. I've been getting into them. Pure game design, pure gameplay, focus on one thing. I see the appeal when some friends like it more than other games. I'm a huge fan. Like, my favorite genre of games is, of course, action games, because like I like a random platforming section in my game of action. I like the 3D-ness penis of action games in general. Like, that's what I like. Boop. Shmups, though, give you a different perspective where you enter a game and it's just one thing. There are some games, there are some action games that are, you know, designed with just action. Like Kingdom Hearts 2 is just action. It's only action. Ninja Gaiden 2, to an extent, is the same thing as well, where you don't have anything other than the core gameplay. Shmups are just the core gameplay, only core gameplay, nothing. There's a story, but it's very, very brief. You don't even care about it. Ascension was my first God of War game on console, I think. First ever was one of the PSP releases, but I don't know which one. Neat. Pinnacle of game design is Pac-Man Championship Edition. No. Zesty molesting the phone as usual. I was just demonstrating. Nip slip? You didn't see anything, did you? So the pinnacle of game design truly is shmups, since it's the pinnacle, but doesn't mean that it's my favorite. But objectivity wise, skippable cutscenes, and there are none basically. And the game is just gamey, arcadey, gamey game. So I've been playing Escaluda 1 and 2, which is a subgenre in shmups called the bullet hell. Bullet hell initially just what it is just literally what it means. It's bullet hell, and you gotta dodge a bunch of bullets. It's like, think Ninja Gaiden 2 with the enemy count and the insanity, but in a shmups format. I didn't block that. By the way, it's fine if I press the block button, but don't block something. It's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the Oko. It's only a disqualification and I have to restart if I block something. So I started with an arguably hard shmup. It's like starting action games and then instantly jumping to Ninja Gaiden 2. I'm gonna use Ninja Gaiden 2 as a base for a lot of things, since it is really the hardest action game. It's got to be the first showcase of this run.
For the last time.
I believe even No Grab Run Plus hasn't been done. I'm planning it after this for Ascension, but I'm not gonna do the run right after this run, but I'm planning it. So yeah, I arguably started with the Ninja Gaiden 2 of the shmups, genre. Escaluda, it's Esp Galuda. Escaluda. It is made by a company that thrives off of bullet hell. They are literally like the best to do it. It's like think Capcom in the early years, where everything, if you wanted some good game, you bet your ass it was made by Capcom. I cannot see shit. Who really cares about Ascension to even complete these runs? I do. Since you are getting into shmups, have you ever watched the Electric Underground? Of course, that's the go-to channel when you get into shmups. I watch him, I watch Bog Hog. Everything Bog says is fact. But Electric Underground, I used to watch his videos before shmups as well. His Resident Evil 4 videos, his general critique about stuff. There has only ever been one take of the Electric Underground that I don't agree with. Otherwise, the man is just literally me. Is generally even the take that I was talking about right now, it's not a take that is so outrageous or anything. I just think he doesn't understand what makes Ninja Gaiden 2 original that desirable. Like, he taps into it lightly, he almost gets the point, but not really. It's just very weird, I don't know. And as I said, that's a guy that knows his shit. And he shits his nose. No, I'm just joking. Literally, Electric Underground does know his shit. There you go. That's the only thing. Otherwise, the Electric Underground is love. He's pure love. I like his shmups videos. He's gotten me into a lot of shmups. If he likes a game, I know I'm gonna like it. That's basically it. The music here, though. Shmups are cool, but they ain't The Last of Us 2. The least of us. Okay, now blocks, hold on. Blocks dominate this place. Without blocks, I guess I just gotta land back there and that's it. Everything is blockable in here, but now that I can't block, it is a bit of a bitch. Okay, some nice positioning, that's all that's required. Nice. I've played Escaluda 1 and 2 so far in the shmups genre. I have played other shmups. You don't miss shmups. Shmups are like the metal of video games. You don't miss shmups. I've played a bunch of shmups when I was like, shmup my ass. Matter of fact, fuck you. Gets randomly aggressive for no reason. I've played a lot of shmups on my mother's phone as a kid. That's always a joke I make to make fun of my friends that are, you know, that have shmups as their favorite genre. Because it's always the most fun thing ever to make fun of someone's favorite thing. Like, I love it when people do it for God of War 3, for me. It's just very funny. But I've played a lot of shmups as a kid on my own phones, basically. I used to be this snobby little kid that would go to his uncle's phone and say, "Do you have games on it?" And I would play it. I've played a lot of games that are shmups, you know, inspired. Every game you've played, viewer, is inspired by shmups to an extent. It has a section that is shmup inspired. So you don't miss it. Or like, you grow up playing it, but not knowing that you played a shmup. Like, I played this game called WTF. Thank God this woman is now silent. Thank you, Kratos, I was talking. WTF is a game that is very fun. It's basically like, it's very fun. It has a cute little story that is very fun, saving the earth, whatever, but it is a shmup. Except it's a Euro shmup, where it's like, it plays like this. It's horizontal. It's not like vertical like this. The Village of Kira, the modder. So I've played that. I've played Cuphead with my friend a lot. But see, none of those are traditional shmups. Those are something called Euro shmups. I don't know why they're called Euro shmups, but they're called Euro shmups, okay? And they're inferior to original shmups, okay? You got that? They're fun, they're amazing, but now since I've gotten into shmups with the perspective that I have now, you know, now that I'm a focused man with a mission to make a shmup game one day. Shmup sounds like a hentai genre. DMC5 is better than DMC2 even though they're both bad. DMC5 is light years better than 2. Shmups sound like something you could dress as in Halloween. WTF? Spell his name right. It's called Who's That Flying? I'm not gonna say what the f. I used to say that. Anyways, we got the love of the universe. This thing, if you smack somebody's head with this, you like, this is signaling Armageddon right here. Which is gonna be the main game, but not Armageddon. It's gonna be the main game, by the way, where we smack with WC, with double C's at the end. You're gonna see what I'm gonna do right now. What are your thoughts on Dante's Inferno? I used to play it as a kid, played it once. But then I saw my favorite thing. Boobs. Used in bad faith. How the fuck are we gonna dodge that attack, man? That attack has bullshit, it has bullshit lingering. Like, he does the kick and the damage on the ground remains. But the memory remains. Kratos, don't grab that. Grab the dog. Alpha's favorite animation right on display. Okay, we tire him first, then we bonk his ass. Okay, this is gonna be dangerous. That fucking reached? Okay. The club is the best thing. It is our most damaging thing in the moment. Okay, this is good so far. Beautiful. We trapped that elephant back there, taking out this elephant right here. Good job. Moving on to the next Elephantor, which is their name. Is it Elephantor or, oh my god, I'm being electrocuted. It's my headphone again. Best game and Resident Evil don't go together. That elephant is called Bone Crusher or some shit in the Greek dub. Bone Crusher? Why does he bone crush? Does he have a boner on his crush? Did you see the damage output back there? By the way, can we... I want to see. I want to see if this is consistent. To trap this guy here. Yeah, look at that! I'll definitely use this for other challenge runs. This is very good. That guy is just trapped there, mentally challenged. And then I can fight somebody else here. Can I actually take this to a next level? Hold up. gonna smack the fuck out of me. Hey! Very nice discovery, honestly. See, if you were shield banging right here, you wouldn't be discovering any of this. And I know you wouldn't be getting the shield in here in the first place, but the idea stands. In future fights, you will get the shield, and I will demonstrate what shield nuking is. You go circle, circle, triangle, then just mash the D-pad like this. Like, cycle between all buttons, and you get all the elements. All of them just drop at the same time and destroy the enemy. It's totally unfair. Like, it makes Kratos honestly, ironically making Kratos the strongest in the series. The argument is always between 1 and 2 Kratos. This guy gets the strongest. In vanilla, using the shield nuking, Ascension Kratos is the strongest. Now that I think about it, yes. Favorite God of War Ragnarok boss? Tyr. It's either Tyr or... what is that beast called? That Bomboklat, what is he called? The thing you fight with Freya. God damn it. It's something, okay? It's called something. It's like a dragon thing. It's not a colossal boss, but it's a pseudo-colossal boss. Could be a stretch. You've seen me use it. There's nothing I'm stretching here but your imagination. With truth nukes. I'm sorry, shield nukes. Oof. This motherfucker survived 3. The big blue lizard, yeah. God of War Ragnarok has highlight bosses, by the way. Amazing boss. And I'm not talking about the berserkers. Fuck those guys. Just boss fights in general. Oh my god, it's beautiful.
For those who seek the truth,
and it's forever sad that I'll never get to replay the game to ever fight them. I have a condition where I can't replay God of War Ragnarok. It's quite sad. Anyway, shmup my ass. Very nice genre. I've been getting into it. I've been getting back to Cuphead as well. Cuphead can be considered an arcade. You know, where you... An arcade is usually 2D. Think Streets of Rage 4 if you've played it. Honestly, Tether is just such a cool thing. Such a dumb thing. Tether is this, by the way. You grab them, do whatever you want. It's basically the grab select, but cooler, know what I'm saying? Battering ram that deals piss poor damage. What's new? Retards! Boom. This is the only good magic in God of War Ascension, for a lot of reasons. First, you have it without having to upgrade the blades of the Fire of Ares. The other magic attacks, you have to stupidly upgrade the magic element, to then see the magic, to then maybe decide if you don't like it. You know, you slowly realize common sense is not as common as they say. The more you play Ascension. Like, a lot of common sense is just not happening in this game. Beyond that, its damage-wise very good. It also doesn't need knockback with the second hit. Perfect magic attack. Please don't make a metal slut joke. What's a metal slut? Metal slug was peak shit. Metal slut? I know. It's so good it drops the frames from 30 to negative. That's why it's so good, yeah. Now what I'm gonna do next for my next trick, you are not gonna believe this. Boom, isolation. Isolation police coming up. Boom. What a wasted magic. Is there gonna be another wave? I le fergor. Developers needed someone in the studio telling them not to make this game. Why? Bro has the audacity to question why. This is why the club is love. It teaches you some neat Devil May Cry 1 things on these enemies, rather than shield nuking them, which removes all the fun. You don't learn the enemies. Do that for every game, make it a lesson. Don't use the most broken thing. Did you know in Doom the Dark Ages I still don't have the upgrades for the shield? Not the shield, like the shield parry. The new upgrades you gain, you know, where you parry and Virgil's swords start flying, or you parry and an earthquake a fartquake happens. I still don't have those because I believe they're too broken. Although I may have to get them later on when I increase the sliders, but to this day, 2 playthroughs in, and I still don't have them on. Just because I feel like they break the game, and frankly they do. Not saying they make the game piss easy by any means. Doom the Dark Ages is very awesomely hard, you know, it's the right hard. It's like my cock hard, you know. What an amazing game, getting holded back by the PS3, like how slaves were in the 1800s. Speaking of slaves, the other day I played no, I didn't play a game regarding slaves. I watched a movie regarding slaves, Django Unchained. And what a goddamn movie that was. Like, it has the world record for the most N-words said in a movie. I'm not saying that's an achievement. I'm just stating facts. Now for real, the movie is very good and it's well suited to my taste. It doesn't have a story that has, you know, oh, he's gonna fail at the end because life is cruel. Fuck that shit. Tarantino respects cool shit, you know, just make it cool. Keep the shonen kid in you alive, you know, that's what I'm saying. And that's exactly what he does. He makes a movie that is a spectacle. Such a fun story to watch. Just watch it. There's none of that woke deep shit in it. It's very fun. Tarantino movies are just fun. You sit back and you watch them. Django Unchained, very awesome movie. It's a western, and it's in the days of slaves and whatnot. Just go ahead and watch it. It has a lot of really neat actors, and some of these actors do the best job I've ever seen them do. Leonardo DiCaprio's in the movie. Jamie Foxx plays a slave. Samuel Jackson is in the movie. That's all you need. I'm not a huge I'm not a huge movie snob, but I've watched some good movies. The turret doesn't break the game, even if you fully upgrade. Try it. I will take your word, since I've seen your discoveries, Sleepy. You haven't been sleeping on this game. I saw that discovery you made. Dante sent it to me, where you, I don't know how the fuck, but you levitate basically and drop on the enemies in the middle of battlefield. You know how in Doom the Dark Ages, when you drop from a high distance, from a high place, sorry, not distance, you falter the enemies around, you even kill fodders? Scorpy found a way to do that in normal encounters. What a prick. It's insane. Django is the peakest of peak? Yeah. Did you watch Superman movie? No. Saying the N-word is cool in that what you're saying? No. When you're gonna continue MGR S-rank run? Soon. These are things that I've started. Don't consider me forgetting about them or anything. I'm just taking a break from a lot of things. Since now is a good time to break the news. I'm unemployed, baby. That's not funny. I don't know why I'm laughing. Like, I was at basically a job that I would consider a very fun dream job. Like, my most fun I've had working somewhere. My most fun I've had jobbing. And it got stripped away from me because life be cruel sometimes. I was a salesman, freshly promoted into an executive. After 2 days, got promoted into a client. Now how's that, man? No, not client. What is it's? Oh, it says customer in the meme. This man got a promotion. He got promoted into a customer now. Quite sad, man. I love hotel work. I love that I had such a high position. Basically managing shit for 2 hotels, 5-star hotels. Ramada hotels. You guys know. You bloody Americans, as if there are any Americans in the stream. Alpha's favorite animation right on display. This is the most damaging thing with the bloody. Why do I keep saying bloody? It's because of Xemnas. Xemnas keeps saying bloody. Like, just say fucking already. Why are you saying bloody? This is the most bloody damaging attack ever. Oh, and L1 in circle tosses your world weapon. Beautiful. Well, let's pick it up again. And by the way, yes, this is a different looking club. But damage-wise, it's the same. Nothing is different. Wait, you can't block? I didn't block anything. I didn't block anything. Do you like shield strike in Ragnarok? What, you mean the press block twice? I do like it, it's good. It's good that they incorporate it in different ways. The shields that you can use are really neat. But I've only played Valhalla ever since it released. Never replayed the main game of Ragnarok again. Only replayed it once, which is insane for me because this is what you do. You basically time this. You saw me do this against the ball crusher back there, or skull crusher, or whatever he's called. You gotta do the same thing here. Wow. No, Raggy is good when you play God of War 2 instead. Anyways, I'm currently unemployed. I'm not saying I'm open for business or anything, but just know that it's a thing. Like, that's why I just flung up the development for that DMC3 guide so fast. I wouldn't be able to get it if I wasn't unemployed. It would have taken at least... Oh, this is hitting me. It's just that I have armor in the air. This is a nice strat. Until you get hit. Of course. Stop doing that, you are getting hammered. This is the best way to showcase. I can showcase chipping with the blades, but it wouldn't be good for the stream. I'm here to teach. Boom. Hey, that's a nice bait. Get that ass over here! I missed this grab animation, except I can't see shit. And now we're in that God of War 4 camera angle, am I right, lads? This is a no block run, he ain't blocking nothing. Yes. This is a no block energy plus or no? No, it's a no upgrades. Literally what I start with, then nothing to upgrade. No Oko? No Oko. This is the only place in the game where the game runs 60 frames, by the way. LMAO. Because it's a hallway with nothing going on. The Sysmail. Honestly, good block bugs. I hope you can get me one day. Unemployed gang strong. The unemployment helps me make content usually. Like, this is where YouTube steps in. And this is where I'm thankful as always. Because I always have somewhere to go when I'm purposeless. Or jobless in the literal sense. Let's not talk poetic. So I looked at the only thing I knew best, YouTube. Thankfully I had a project like the combat guide to work on. So that gave me something to do for at least a week. And I didn't let it ruin me. I just continued on with my shit. Even got the combat guide done quicker. Otherwise it would have been delayed like 2 weeks if I was still at my work. Do you get scared of job application? No. Gets to a point where jobbing is a part of your life. It's not an experience. I've worked a lot in my life.
Take the ice of Poseidon and you will find your path.
Unemployment run strat when? If I want to get employed, I'm gonna have to do the translator in God of War 2. That guy will beat my ass so bad to the point of employment. No, 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 no. Thank you. Who made you the hit scam police? While having the club, you need to make sure you don't accidentally pick up a world weapon. Ah. Doing the Dark Ages Pandemonium run stream? What does Pandemonium mean? I was playing it today and paying more attention to the game. These motherfuckers casually talking about Cthulhu in that mission. We gotta free a creature. They keep on talking about him, hyping him up, just for you to find out that it's fucking Cthulhu of all fucking monsters. It's amazing. They keep building him up. It is awesome. And it's like I was paying more close attention to the, you know, to generally like the thought process behind everything. Like everything is so badass in Doom the Dark Ages. Which I've been planning to write a script about something. It's gonna be a simplistic script. It's not gonna be that long, like 10 years or whatever. It's generally gonna be about me and how I prefer spectacle and badassery over a great story in a video game. Like, you can have a game that is just spectacle, and I'd prefer that over a game with a great story. Because it's just, you know, the best way I can describe it is that it's cool. Kratos teaches his son how to be a god. Yeah, that's awesome and all, but this is cool. You're fighting Cthulhu, you're cutting his head off, you're throwing it in. That. I prefer that. Or like God of War 3. It doesn't have the deepest story in the world, but it's such a... Like Batman Arkham City has the shittiest story known to mankind. but it's such a spectacle. It's told in such a beautiful way. Everybody's acting beautifully. It's a thing with movies as well. Actually, not to that extent, no. With movies, I care about the story being good. But it's also a plus if things are romanticized to an extreme extent. Just so you bully him twice, as a small man and as a big man. Oh yeah. It is amazing what you do. Like all of that just to glaze Doom Guy. All of that. The entirety of that approach that these devs took was just to make Doom Guy look cool. And they fucking succeeded. Gears of War has both an emotional story and it's a spectacle. I mean, God of War does have that too. God of War 1 is a deep story. But it's also told beautifully. Like, it romanticize everything. I don't care. It's cool. The last moment where he's, I am not the same man you found that day. The monster you've created has returned to kill you. And this motherfucker isn't with it. You have no idea what a true monster is, Kratos. Why do you resist me, Spartan? I'm a sexual abuser, Spartan. I'm a sexual predator, Spartan. Why do you resist me? This is what you gotta do with the club. You gotta show some love. Boom. But the timing has to be right, though. You can't just do it at any point. Boom. Run away. Boom. Run away. Boom again. Boom. Hit him harder. No elemental advantage, LMAO. DMC3 has the coolest elemental system in the history of action games. It's a bit... It could have been better and all that, but it is the best, as far as I know. Dante is gonna say some shit about DMC Devil May Cry. Do not believe him, okay? I repeat, do not believe him, whatever he says. But you get the point. DMC3's elemental system is amazing. It's just that when I look at it, I don't know why, and it's just DMC3. I get a feeling that it could have been a lot more. Are you just gonna do that attack? Wow! Agni and Rudra really tested me, but it was really worth it. They were fun. The bosses in DMC3 are hard. The game in general is like very demanding on the skill side of things. Like there is cheese. There is no such game without cheese. But DMC3 especially is very, very skill demanding. To an insane amount. Like it asks for an execution you don't usually do in other games. Female Ares better than all gothic Brazilian cheeks combined. Female Ares, you know, man, and starts making an actual argument around it. You know what I don't like about female Ares? Wait, hold on, actually. The female Ares thing, I started that, didn't I? It just suddenly flashed into my eyes right now. That picture I randomly put, I don't know what video it was. There's a picture of a female Ares, and it was a furry female Ares at that. And frankly, I don't know why I had that. I didn't have it, of course. I downloaded it. Like sometimes when I don't know what to have on screen in my videos, I search the internet for female something, and it just gives it to me. There's a rule 34 for everything. Even the side missions are really fun in DMC3. Couldn't finish secret missions in 4 though. DMC3 is a very nice game. I do prefer 1, but 3 is such a thing. It has become my personality to say, I do prefer DMC1. But DMC3 is good. Like, okay! We get it! Imagine someone join right now. Imagine the surprise they'll have when they see Zesty talking about female Aries. This is why the view count peaks at 60 these days. People have learned their lesson. They know not to touch a Zesty stream. We're about to get the shield, by the way. Shield, by the way. Shield, by the way. Eating and watching Zesty right now? Hell yeah. Do it for the haters. Blooming chests can give you rage, by the way. Look at my rage meter. Slowly increasing. Shield blooms deal even more, give you even more rage. So like, this is a shmup section right now. It's just that it could have been way better. An honest to God amazing shmup section in God of War is the wing sections in God of War 3. Come on. That's what I call game design. Boop. Does he not get out? There. That was a God of War Ascension moment right there. Beating and watching this right now. Pause. Doom and God of War have one thing in common. Here's your weapon. Kill anything that's an enemy. And that's the coolest shit ever. Like, that's it. That's all I need. Get out. It can fly, by the way, but it can also be rung out. By the way, I'm not gonna showcase the shield thing right now. I'm gonna showcase it later. When we have more elements. And I don't want to lose my club. Okay? Nice ring out. Thank you. Is that mini barbarian hammer that Mace Thing Kratos uses? It could be counted as that. It is heavy. Though you can roll when you have it, unlike the shitty barbarian hammer. Boom. It has a lot of attacks too. Held input on the ground, normal input on the ground. Held input in the air, normal input in the air. A dodge input. Boom. An input like that where you go square, square, circle. Basically a secondary weapon. This is the thing. You look at the world weapons in Ascension, for example, and they are such a beautiful aspect of the game. But then you look at the elements. Like, it's fine, okay, it's lazy, right? It's all the blades. 4 different official weapons. All of them are the blades with just different elements. Okay, then work something into that system. And don't make it shitty where I get the ice element and it does not have the magic unlocked until I upgrade it. What? How will I know how the magic looks? And I have to max it out to see the magic attack? And then the magic attack is underwhelming, by the way. And the frozen enemies have a shit ton of HP where they shouldn't be. They shouldn't have all that HP, by the way.
For those who have
My
eyes to
reward for
see,
spending a resource
I
that
offer the lightning
freezes
of
enemies
Zeus.
is that I should be able to break the enemies. And you can't. In no upgrades, it's very hard to break one normal small enemy that is petrified. Unless it's a bug. Bugs are easily petrified, easily broken. But normal enemies like these guys, the satyrs that I'm gonna fight right now, you cannot break them. On vanilla, you can hold triangle. Yeah, the first upgrade. You can hold triangle in the air, does a lot of damage, it fucks the enemy. You can shatter an enemy with that. But again, only one enemy. Like, you should be having a lot more to work with. Imagine how cool this game would have been with a proper elemental system. Like, that would have been the coolest shit ever. That guy has armor through my plumes. I didn't know that. You know what Barbie Hammer has? Better damage, better shockwave, better speed, better moveset, better design, better game, thicker, girthier, better personality. I'm kind of conflicted whether you're talking about the Barbarian King or the Barbarian Hammer with that comment, True Gamer. But anyways, we accept it in here. We're not gonna judge. It is what it is, as they like to say in America. Zesty, thanks for the God of War guide. I appreciate it, man. I hope it's helping. Is it just me that find enemies in DMC3 better than 5? By... Like, is there a metric that tells you how much they are better? They're overall really awesome enemies. Like, in the action game scene as a whole. 5 is a very low. Its enemies are very simplistic. There are some cool enemies, like the Fury, for example, or let me think of some cool enemies in DMC 5. The Furies are good. The Behemoths are good. The Scissor enemies are good. They're not bad. They're a staple of Devil May Cry. The axe enemies, the fat guys that retaliate once you knock them back, those are good. But then that's it. There's also that enemy that spawns other enemies and has 2 long sights. Very awesome. It's just that your characters are way too powerful and they fuck them up very easily. Yeah, there's also Guts as an enemy in the game. It's literally another Nello Angelo as an enemy. Problem is, unless it's DMD and they're DT'd. Once you launch him, you can just take him in the air and camp up there with him until he's dead. But if he DT'd, he's very strong. Games 5 is just punching bags. It's not all just punching bags. It's a very nice system. Since the game is going for style, so what else do you want? If a game is going for style and it's doing a good job, it's doing a good job. It may just not be to your liking. Which is fair. I wonder why the ring out is not working. This fight right here, I remember it being one of the first ones I saw from Ximnas. Back when we were arguing. Before we actually got to know each other and whatnot. I did tell him something that I still remember regarding this fight. He was doing this fight in no upgrades and I was like, that's it? You're pressing one button and you call this superior to my styling? Those were the good old days. Truth is, this is one way to fight these enemies. Like, if you do a no grab run of this game, then you can't do this. Then you have to build a strategy around it. To this day, I still don't understand why God of War 3 and Ascension got rid of 125, 150 hit red orb descriptors. 125 and 150? I don't know about 125. Was 150 ever a thing? I mean, sorry, 125 is definitely not a thing. It may have been a thing in 1. In 2, it's definitely not a thing. 150? Now, I don't know about this one. Was it in 2? God of easy workarounds. God of War is like a puzzle. Like, that's the general design of its combat. You solve something in an encounter, then you get the grip of it, and then you keep on repeating that awesome strat you found. Even if it's the most simple thing. Most encounters are designed with that in mind. Only in 1. There. Bye, everyone. Take care, Dean Dot. You know who I am, kid. In 2 and afterwards, you get to 200 after 100. Exact. Does Ascension have collisions? Very weak ones. Even the collision workaround is weak, the battering ram. Every amazing compensation God of War 3 did or you're not let's not talk about like compensations. Systems of God of War 3, most of them got butchered in this game. The ride mechanic remained intact, though busted for some enemies. By busted, I mean you ride the enemy momentarily to deal damage to other enemies, but it deals piss poor damage. But thankfully, the Cerberus and the Cyclops, they remain the same ride mechanic. They still deal a lot of damage. But nearly all the other great systems of God of War 3 got butchered. You can still petrify everybody around once you grab Kill a Gorgon, but ooh, now the statue HP skyrocketed. They're like more than the normal enemy's health. It's fucking stupid. I hate it. You can still battering ram, but you don't have access to it in an option select. Boo-hoo. And this happened. Ooh! When he does that, it's beautiful. Is this run a sign of Zesty making God of War non-Santa Monica games guide? This is a Santa Monica game. But I'm pretty sure you mean Chains of Olympus and Ghost of Sparta. To which case, I don't feel like making guides for these. I'm not big on the games you mentioned. Like, I like them. Ghost of Sparta is a very nice game. I hit this motherfucker with 3 hits. Four hits and it didn't break him. Literally, what would break this fucking bird? Like, it's already convenient that I solved the puzzle to an extent. Ooh, I'm gonna petrify them. Now my reward should be an easily, you know, broken statue. Except it's not. Most of Ascension's problems is numbers things. Things don't deal a lot of damage. If they remake the OG games, would you like the tracking blades attacks from Ascension? Nah. Don't touch these games codes, because you're gonna mess up some other things. This is not me disliking the tracking blades thing in here. Pretty sure you mean this thing where if an enemy is on the ground and I'm in the air, Kratos aims the blades downward. Or if an enemy is in the air and you attack him, Kratos aims the blade upwards. That's what you mean. But God of War 1 through God of War 3 never really had problems with that. And sometimes, I'm gonna be honest, sometimes I don't want it to happen in Ascension, yet it still happens. But it is neat. What is this zoom out, man? Like, come on. I want to see what I'm doing at least. In God of War and PSP games, you had 125 hit and 150 medals, but 2, 3 in Ascension still don't think this was a good thing. See how I shattered that one bug? I hope you saw it because of this ice fucking wall in front of us. But like, watch. Then hit it a couple of times. That's it! By the way, it should be less hits than that, but that's how it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be at least breakable. The normal fodder enemies, you can't even break them. It's dumb. Let alone the big enemies. God of War 1 and 2 had a really nice system where you easily and conveniently break the statues, especially in 1. 2 made it a little harder, then 3 made it a little harder, but it's all reasonable. It's all within reason. You petrify an enemy, congratulations. You get to break him now. But be careful, the same rule applies to you. Ascension was like, nah dude, fuck everything for the player. The player gets shattered easily, but the enemies don't. The player gets damaged with stage hazards, but the enemies don't. Except for some rare cases. Stupid. And this is your platforming, by the way. What is this? The platforming progressively got worse in every God of War game. Except for some sections where they still brought back the platforming in a beautiful way. Like God of War 1 has bar none the best, you know, as a bulk, it has the best platforming, like in general, when you like count it all up together. Then in 2, they toned it down by a lot. Then in 3, they kept it just like 2, but they had moments where platforming was cool. I died. In 3, there's that platforming, after that Path of Eos, when you glide with the wings. Stab Persis. That platforming section right there is my favorite. And I died. It's a really nice platforming section there. And with platforming, I mean, like, at least grounded gameplay. Is this motherfucker gonna keep on swinging the first frame we're loaded into the game? Not this time. We have to use fucking binoculars in this fight to see what's happening. At least there's no more horrible zoom outs. That's all that matters. Ascension really fucked up the kill an enemy with an effect to get reward system. Every element supposedly has assigned orb type that you get for it, but you'll never utilize it. It is trash. Even the brutal kill system is no longer in the game. Grab killing an enemy does not give you descriptor orbs, for example. Just for the love of the game. With those zoom outs, this ain't God of War anymore. It's God of Peeping, am I right? Like, zoom outs have to be done reasonably and like within the game's, you know, range of possibility. The best zoom outs happen in God of War 3, but you still can see everything. Clarity is very important when you zoom out like that. Gotta keep that in mind. Matter of fact, when you make a zoom out, the first thing you think of is the gameplay still possible? Then after that, you choose to show great things and spectacle in the game. You don't just do it just to show spectacle and that's it. It's kind of crazy, we almost got Petrify system back in Valhalla with Gorgons, but were cut due to time constraints. I would have loved Gorgons. Like, they are very, very iconic, recognizable, you know, easy to understand gimmick. They petrify you. Would have been cool. Fireblades are just the best in this game because you get gold orbs much faster, hence your DPS will just be better. Lightning element is also good in some spots. Ice element is also very good in some spots. Same with the soul element. They do have their uses. It's just that they don't have elemental uses. That's the main critique. There are other critiques as well, but let's keep it at that. Did you grow up watching Dragon Ball Arabic dub? Yes. Wow, really? That attack, I'm not supposed to jump. I'm supposed to read it and dodge away. I'm just jumping instinctively. Atta boy. This is a very nice boss fight. God of War Ascension has some very neat bosses overall. Man, come on. Just upgrade your weapons for real? This is a no upgrade one. Otherwise I would have trust. This guy always gives me trouble when I fight him. like in every run. Even his landing damages? What the fuck? A lot of encounters in this part of Valhalla just feel like rooms with no tools. If you don't have the upgrades to be strong. Without upgrades, it just feels like a lot of chipping sessions everywhere. The most you'll get out of room tools would be ring outs. There are ring out spots. Yeah, I guess that and some platforming spots that can aid in your ring outs. Let me deal with the kids. Son of a frame perfect bitch. Like he hit me right as I got out of the grab. Don't you love it when that happens? That damages that much? I'm gonna die. I knew it. Manticores in some interpretations have creepy human-like faces with human teeth. Imagine if this boss had one. Don't forget Cyclops, you're meant to quickly fill up the stun bar as they spawn in. That's why they spawn in so slowly, to give you time, but without upgrades, no way to prepare him for that ride. No, I'm talking room tools. What you're talking, Terraria, is enemy design. The whole, using enemy as ammo, or, the ride mechanic in general, that's the enemy specific part. Hold on. I hate how sometimes an enemy hits you when you weren't in the way of their attack. That's what we call a shitbox. And it happens to the best of us. Like this would have hit me if I was in the way. If I was slightly in the way, it would have hit me. Just beat the boss for real? I'm on it. You're down. This kill is very satisfying. All that waggling and moving and moving and moving and whatever, it all just shuts down the moment he stabs him. Good night. And good night to the stream as well. This has been a great catch up. We're approaching the Temple of Delphi, I believe the name was. And I'm gonna hopefully pick this one up. Which is better, God of War 3 or 2 extreme gameplays? 3. By a mile. I'm gonna be back picking up this run hopefully in the next couple of days. Or next week or whatever. Doesn't really matter. I'm gonna continue and finish it. For now, this has been very, very fun as a stream. I've reverted back to the 720 pixels. It's better. With less bitrate, it would clobber my screen with a bunch of pixels. It used to look like shit with the 1080p streams that I used to do like in the last month or two. So I'm back to 720p. It's better. It's smoother, I hope. So take care. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I hope you learned some mechanics about God of War Ascension. I hope you enjoyed my ramblings about things and life and games and God of War. Don't listen to Zesty. 2 is better. 2 gets way too good once you close the game and load up God of War 3. That's when God of War 2 gets good. So anyways, this has been the end of the stream for now. I hope you enjoyed it. We're gonna see it through to the end, and then after this I'm gonna ask you guys which God of War game you want me to do this challenge for next. I have a list of all the God of War games. We've done God of War 1, we've done God of War 2. There are playlists on the channel. There will be one for this one as well. And yeah, see you in the next stream.